Thanks for watching Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at Rabun County High School with a pair of senior standouts for the Wildcats. We have senior Jaden Gibson, wide receiver, and incoming quarterback Keegan Stover. Guys, really appreciate you being on Blitz
and
stepping in front of the camera. I know that's not really easy, but Keegan, we'll start with you, man. And this is a question I asked Jaden last year coming into the season, but you're coming in from West Forsyth. Talk about what the process was like for you to be able to come here and get acclimated to a whole new group of guys, a whole new football program.
Yes, sir. Well, me and Jaden have actually been like best friends since like we were younger. So he actually got me here. So he introduced me to the team. I fit right in. It was great.
Yeah. You excited about it? Probably a little bit nervous too, making that kind of move, or did you feel like it was a great fit from the get-go?
I felt it was a great fit from the get-go.
That's great. Jaden, for you, following up last year, historic season, the second most receiving yards ever in the state of Georgia, which is outstanding, 19 touchdowns, just unbelievable season for you.
Sir.
What was it like when you got to look back and see those video game-like numbers that you put up?
I mean, it was pretty neat to see all the numbers that I had put up. But during the season, I didn't really realize it. It was kind of one goal as a team, and then it kind of just fell in place that it happened that way. So.
Yeah. And I think you're about anywhere between 1,300 to 1,400 yards, well within reach to set the all-time record for the state of Georgia. I know that's got to be in the back of your mind. I know it's team first for you always, but what would it mean for you to, along the way, accomplish such things as being the top receiver in state history?
I mean, that's a great accomplishment to have, but that's not really the main focus. But if it comes along with it, then that's great.
Yeah, it'd be outstanding. I have a good feeling about it, especially with Keegan stepping in as well. So Keegan, for you, we talked about you just making the general move over here, but what about getting up to speed with this offense? I mean, this is one of the best offenses in the state, high power, high octane offense. What's it been like for you getting acclimated to that offense? What was maybe the biggest struggle for you, and maybe the things that maybe come easy with that?
Getting acclimated to the offense was really easy because that guy right there, Coach Davis, coaching me up. It's really good. He's one of the best coaches in the state, in the country, actually.
Yeah.
And the hardest part for me has probably just been every run play we have.
Yeah.
We have stuff built in that you got to read, and I haven't had that before, so just getting used to that's the toughest part.
And I think the biggest question that people have about you is that just looking at your film and your stats as well, just knowing that typically you've been more of a pocket passer and not Rabun County's been used to having a quarterback that can run the ball, and not that you can't, you just haven't really been in an offense that does that. Are you in a position where you feel like you're able to extend the play on the run if you have to?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Good deal. Hopefully you may not have to see that too much, but I think it keeps defenses a little more honest. And then with that, you have just a stable of receivers this year, headlined, of course, by Jaden. Other guys are going to play a big part in that receiving group, but how special is it to have a group of guys like that, and even Lane Wyndham in the backfield to rely on?
Yeah, we have some pretty good dudes.
Yeah.
And I'd take these dudes with anyone in the state.
Yeah.
Like when we went down to Georgia in the 7-on-7 down there, we competed with everyone.
Absolutely. Jaden, talk about fair or unfair. Everyone knows, like, hey, Rabun County, this is turning into a new era, so to speak, with all the massive turnover, and that losing 20 seniors doesn't really help in that conversation. But when you go from an offense that was so elite, what would you tell those people who maybe say, hey, this offense isn't able to maybe do those type of things, and differently?
Yeah, I definitely know differently. The skill kids that we have coming back are a lot of kids that just didn't ever get a chance to play. And I feel like our skill kids are just as good as anybody in the state. Like he said, like all of our kids are just as good as last year, just as fast as last year. And then honestly, we've been working hard enough to where I could say I think we're better than we were last year as a skilled group. And I mean, we lost a lot of seniors, but I feel like we're going to definitely compete and throw the ball around just like we did last year, if not more than we did last year.
Yeah, so. I was going to say, because you mentioned like everyone's that's coming back skill position. It's worth noting that you guys are 1 year better, 1 year more experienced, and all that stuff too. So you mentioned the 7-on-7s. What kind of work? Rabun County has been one of those schools in this area that just second to none in terms of conditioning and being used to the grind by the time fall kicks off. So what has the summer looked like with all the 7-on-7s and any other things y'all have been doing?
We went to 2 7-on-7s, one at East Forsyth and then the one at Georgia. The one at Georgia, we went to the semis. We lost to Mill Creek. And this summer, all summer, twice a week, we've been training with Hammersmith Sports. So we're doing speed work and stuff, and we've been training 3-4 times a week this summer, lifting, working out, running, practicing.
It's almost like when you get to actual season, it's almost like less of a workload in some kind of ways. All right, so Jaden, we go back to just talking about how Rabun County, it is a new era, but there are some great pieces you guys have coming back, and also excited for all the young guys, like you mentioned, that are going to step up and make a name for themselves. But is it fair to say that even with a whole new look, a whole new group, that the expectations are as high as they've ever been? What would you say the bar is for this team?
State championship for sure. So we all have been working that a whole summer, and that's been the goal. I mean, the region championship for sure the first, and then it comes with the state championship, and that's the end goal for us as a team.
Absolutely. If you're driving toward that, then everything else is going to take care of itself.
Yes,
So guys, let's close shop here talking recruitment. So Jaden, you got the opportunity. Congratulations, by the way, to commit to Georgia Southern. Man, that's awesome. What was that process like for you? What sold you on Georgia Southern, and how much are you just kind of a deep sigh of relief knowing you got that done for your senior year?
Yeah, the recruiting process was a super stressful time. I think everybody that is getting recruited right now on our team knows about it. But I was super glad. I went down on my official to Georgia Southern about 2 months ago before I committed, and it just was home. Like, it just felt like home. The coaches felt like home. So I knew right away that that was the place I wanted to be, and it happened to be before the season. So it just relieves a lot of stress off my shoulders.
Absolutely,
sure,
man. You can just put all that behind you. And,
yes, sir.
Not trying to rub it into Keegan here, because he's got, you got a little bit more time on that. But what's your recruiting process looking like so far? How's it shaping up? And when do you think you might make some kind of decision?
Right now, it's really just I'm texting a good probably 6 to 8 teams every week, and I have no idea when to make a decision, because I could have good year this year, and like someone coming in offer, and it can completely change. So I have no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it goes back to, and you guys just keep doing what you're doing all through the week, and then also Friday nights, and that's going to take care of itself for you. But, guys, wish you the best of luck this season. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.